Hi, and welcome back to Tommy Talks Medicine, your answers in 5. Today we're talking about a very important topic called postpartum. I hate it here, aka postpartum depression. Now I'm laughing, but it's actually not very funny for the people that are enduring it. And I want to talk about 5 things that are important to know about postpartum depression, how to handle it, and what to do. Number 1, it is common. Please don't believe it's not. It affects 1 in 7 women, and it's something that we see so often that we screen for in clinic, both before and after delivery. So don't think that it's something that you're enduring alone. Don't think that it's something that doesn't happen to anyone else. It is something that happens to a lot of women and something that we should all be talking about. Number 2, it lasts longer than you think. Postpartum depression is part of a big umbrella of diseases called perinatal depression, which can also last up to a year after delivery. It's not something that just happens as the postpartum blues for a few weeks. It's not just something that's abnormal when it happens like for a few months. It is something that can last for a while. So don't beat yourself up if you think that, oh, this depression is supposed to come and go and it hasn't gone yet. It's something that means it's a clue for you to seek help on this journey because it's not something that you should endure by yourself. Number 3, what does it exactly look like? It can look like a lot of things for a lot of different people. For some people, it's just depressed mood. You feel down, you feel sad. For some people, it's what we term as mommy guilt, but they feel guilty for all the things that they are doing. They feel like they're doing things wrong. They feel like they're not good enough. They feel overwhelmed. Some people, it's that they can't sleep. Even when their babies are sleeping, they cannot sleep because they're so wrapped up in their thoughts. Some people, it's that the things that they take joy in before, they can't do them anymore. So there are many, many things that can be postpartum depression or can be perinatal depression. And so it's very important to be vigilant for these symptoms, very important to make sure that you're not just dismissing them as symptoms of mommy guilt or things that are supposed to come and go. Make sure you pay attention to your body and also your health because it's very important to keep track. Number 4, what places moms at higher risk? If your baby had to stay in the NICU or the neonatal intensive care unit after delivery and you were separated from your baby, this is something that can put you at higher risk of having postpartum depression. Additionally, as you can imagine, not having much support at home, not having much support during pregnancy can make you feel lonely, helpless, sometimes worthless, and also hopeless, which are all things that need to be addressed in taking care of postpartum depression. Financial, emotional, social stressors that come with being pregnant, having a baby, taking care of a baby after delivery can also put you at high risk of postpartum depression. A traumatic birth experience, this is something that we don't address enough. If someone had to go through a prolonged labor or things didn't go right, if they had to have an emergency C-section, if something bothered them and didn't go smoothly with their actual delivery, this can put them at high risk of postpartum depression. And then also, having a history of depression outside of pregnancy will put you at a high risk of postpartum depression. It's very important to know your history. If you've had issues with depression before, bring this up when you're talking to your physician so that a good plan can be put in place when you hit the postpartum period. Number 5, finally, what can I do? Talk to someone. Please don't feel like you have to suffer in silence. Don't feel like you cannot get help. Don't feel like there's nothing that you can do about this. It's something you have to endure. Please speak to someone about any issues or concerns that you may have. If you just don't feel right or something feels off, tell somebody, please. Next, the thing you can do is don't chalk it up to the mommy brain. Don't excuse it. Don't dismiss it. If you feel off, you feel off. It is something to get help for and nothing to feel ashamed about. The next thing that you can do is make a plan. For instance, if I start to feel hopeless, if I start to feel like there's nothing left, if I start to feel thoughts of harming myself or anyone else, including my baby, make a plan for who you're going to call, who you're going to speak to, and who you want to address this issue with you in that critical moment. Of note, the suicide hotline is also available, and we'll put it down in this video, but it's something important to have on speed dial if you feel like you're having these symptoms and they're becoming more and more overwhelming. And then lastly, like I always say, get help and speak out. It's something that we need to do to take care of ourselves in the postpartum period especially, but in life in general. It's not something that you have to deal with by yourself for any reason. Again, I hope that you are in good health as your soul prospers, and I will see you in the next video.